Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
What's on Tap podcast is back again with your host Stefan and
caressing your ears. I'm Martin.
Hi Martin. And are you caressing our ears, Martin?
This podcast is caressing everyone's ears.
Oh, I'm glad. We'll put it back in your pants for just a few minutes.
The podcast?
No, your caressing tools.
They cannot be contained.
There, thank you. I'm glad. So I've been hitting it pretty good here with pretty good beers last few episodes.
Yeah. All of our episodes always have good beers.
I know. And I'm super excited this episode because you have dug into your cellar and brought out some rare beers.
I have dug out 2 beers,
Yes.
specially selected.
Yes.
And we've also dug up 2 friends.
We have, which makes it even more special.
Yes.
Welcome back, Marcus and Pontus. How are you guys doing?
Thank you.
Hello, thank you. And
Yes,
hello.
fine.
It's first guest of the new year. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, how was your Christmas? You guys have a good December and holiday season?
Well, at least I had a vacation. That's what counts.
Yeah, you can lie. You don't have to be honest.
Well, I had a vacation. That's what counts for me. Like,
okay.
I didn't have to work for 2 weeks, so like that was the highlight for me.
I know. I always take off time over Christmas in between Christmas and New Year. So while everyone else is just like, "Oh, we're going to work through the holidays," I'm like, "Nope." I take extra time because I'm like, I just need that extra few days to not do anything.
Yeah, this year I had 9 days left of vacation, so it was perfect for me. Like the 2 weeks now from start that started at the 19th and ended at the 2nd of January. So
Nice.
And Marcus, how was your? It was
It,
holidays.
it was nice,
Yeah.
and it's good to have some time off. I've been working like crazy the last part of 2022, so it's good.
Excellent. So glad to hear that you guys were able to rest and relax and take some time and drink some eggnog and.
yes, then I also say I also had to praise you for the duck you made. It was beyond amazing.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the duck. That was, I've been working on that. I haven't really cooked whole duck before, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Wonderful. So today we have 2 beers. Like you said, you dug out your cellar, Martin.
Yep. Do you want me to introduce the first one?
I really should introduce the second one.
I can introduce both, but the first one
You should introduce both. So these are your beers. We'll let you introduce both of them.
Yeah, so the first one, the one we're going to start with.
Yes.
I went down and I looked at, I had a few old Baghaven beers.
Right. So what made you pick this one in particular?
You didn't have a rating for it.
Ah, okay. So that was it.
So this one is, I assume, it doesn't say on the label, but I think it's from 2019.
Very possible.
So
there's only one blend.
there is only one blend, but it doesn't say the vintage anywhere. Like it doesn't say the year on it.
Ah.
But I think I had it in 2019, so that makes it.
Yeah, wait here. I can check now. Yeah, it's I had it in January 2019, so it's probably from 2018.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
So Granadilla Blend 1 from Baghaven.
I've been opening some Baghaven bottles that I've had saved for 3 or 4 years recently, and they've been drinking really good. Like
They've
to the
held
point where I'm kind of like, I need to kind of buy a few more bottles just to set aside because it's been really, really solid. They've aged out really, really well.
Yes, this
Aaron
one
knows
is
what he's
from-
doing.
So this one is
from May 2018.
Oh,
okay.
cool. So this one is made with passionfruit and aged on oak barrels for 22 months.
Yeah, so
I
it's
get a lot of
actually
oak in the nose.
It does smell a little dusty.
As
I
a-
have to be
A
honest.
little bit, yeah.
Not so much passion fruit, but I get a lot of the oak tones to say, but
I think the passion fruit, not having tasted, I think the passion fruit is going to be very recessive. It's going to be kind of right in the tartness, but I think the oak is going to be pretty solid. And so we all have a glass. This is not a big bottle. This is what, 375.
Yep.
And the first 3 pours, which are Martin, Marcus, and myself, are
Clear
freaking
as-
clear. It's solid. And then we get into and his is starting to get a little murky, but
Like 10-20%.
yeah. There's like a slight haziness to it, but I'm like, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's
Yeah.
some.
but I say for me, the murkier it gets, the better the beer is.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, you're getting more of the flavoring kind of
Yes.
elements that fall
But I say,
towards the
like, it's
bottom.
There is some more in the bottle if you want
Yes,
to
it's
murk it
a
up.
bit fortified it was like fortified oak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, guys.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
That's acidic.
That's good.
Yeah, that's where you're getting that. That's where that passion fruit's definitely coming through.
So what I've done now is I swirled the bottle around and I poured out some. I wouldn't call it sediments because there are no actual sediments, but it has become just slightly murkier, slightly more hazy.
Yeah.
But the carbonation on this is spot on. I mean, you agitate the glass and it just gets this nice little frothy head to it, and it just looks great. There's some nice lacing on the glass.
Yeah.
I say I'm so impressed though, like because when Aaron made it, like it was in his early Baghaven days.
Yeah.
And like it is improved so much since that, but still drinking one of his like first beers from them after 4 years almost, and it's still as good as this.
Exactly.
Yep. You said it smelled dusty, but does not taste dusty.
No.
This has probably got another 2 years before it really kind of starts to drop off, I would say.
Yeah.
I think we should disregard the passion fruit because it has a lot of citrus, a lot of lemon, and that's a really nice flavor in sours.
Yeah, I mean, it would be almost impossible for the passion fruit to hold up over time because even in modern beers, passion fruit really more presents as a tart, sour agent and not so much as a distinct flavor in and of itself.
But I say on the nose though, it's almost like fresh passion fruit. Like the deeper we get into dregs, the more passion gets. Like smell my glass now. Like
yeah, no, for me it's mostly oaky still.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I get like citron zest actually in the aftertaste. Might be my taste buds, but
no. I think there's a little bit of a slightly bitter lemon kind of flavor that comes through.
Lemon zesty, like the white stuff on lemon coming through in the.
Yeah. And then that's definitely the passion fruit that doesn't know what it is anymore. It just comes across as that kind of citrus tartness.
Yes.
Untappd clarifies that it's yellow passion fruit, as opposed to whatever else. A yellow passion fruit has to be something special, right?
I have no idea. I honestly thought there was one type of passion fruit until this exact moment. So, if you say there are multiple types of passion fruit, then I'll have to take your word for it. Does that mean that is it the skin, the exterior part that's yellow, or is it the interior part that's yellow?
You ask very good questions to the wrong expert. If you keep talking,
I've only seen one kind of passion fruit, and that's the purple outside, and then the shell, and then you have the interior, which is this.
So apparently, the outside of the yellow passion fruit is yellow.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the interior. It looks like a lemon on the outside, kind of, with the passion fruit seeds in the center.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
That's really
like,
cool.
Yeah.
More like I say, some kind of what's called the small.
Like a yuzu kind of thing. Yeah.
Or,
Except it's good, where yuzu is horrible.
Yuzu is an acquired taste, I guess.
It is. It's a very acquired taste.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite either.
I like kumquats.
Who doesn't?
Yes, I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
That's one of my
cool.
favorite
Simply because I just like saying the word kumquats.
Yes.
or as you said, kumquats.
I love any fruit that it doesn't look like it's supposed to be eaten whole, but you can. Like kumquats, you can just hum through the entire. My favorite one is kiwi. Eating a kiwi fruit with the outer the skin
hair on it,
in front of like colleagues really freaks out Swedish people.
It kind of is a signifier that you might be psychotic.
Yeah,
But it's completely edible.
A really good fruit though is the one that's called physalis. You have another import in the US. Like the really small orange ones, like with the...
They have like a paper-thin little...
I know
with
what they
a
are.
waxy blade.
I have never seen them in the US, so I have no idea what they would be
have a
called.
total different name. I think... Aren't the one that they call gooseberries there?
No, gooseberries is close.
Gooseberries is gooseberries.
It's one of them.
Snozberries is snozberries.
I know, but there's one berry, like it's a really common name because I've seen it in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Aztec berry.
Aztec berries.
Yeah, that's not what anybody,
No.
nobody would ever.
That's-
Like I had never seen a physalis till I came to Sweden,
But they're so
And
good.
they are.
but they're delicious.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy crap. So like in the U.S., the closest thing I've ever seen to this is a tomatillo.
Yeah.
Which looks like a green tomato with a paper skin around it. So I'm sure
Yeah.
they're in the same genus or family or
Probably,
whatever
yeah.
that is.
But physalis is they are quite tasty.
Oh, they're so tasty. You taste like, I taste the vitamin C in this.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Pretty much. It's like this is good for me.
this just feels healthy. This
Wait.
just feels right.
Another name is actually Cape gooseberry.
Cape gooseberry.
I told you.
Oh, okay. Again,
Kustkrusbär.
Yeah,
That's
because-
crazy.
Again, nobody calls it that.
No, because I saw like some brewers who made like fruity sours, like actually had a picture of the berries and called them gooseberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Back to the beer.
what would you guys give this beer?
Ooh, strong 4.5 strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm the same. 425.
Yeah. 45.
Same here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you have the version you pay for in that, maybe 4.3.
4.3. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could
exactly.
slightly round up.
But that's a strong 45.
That's up to
Yeah. It's a strong
Yeah.
45.
So yeah, around there.
Yeah. It's super solid.
Nice. I'm happy.
It's very drinkable.
Yeah.
Very drinkable.
Sometimes I bring up stuff from the cellar and it's not good.
So thank you, Aaron. This one is.
I think it says
amazing.
more about your cellaring technique.
No more cellar for you. You're cut off. Come back in 1 year.
So Martin, how are your OG nerd brewing cellaring?
That has nothing to do with my cellaring techniques.
All right. So
And
to
we're
the
now
next, to the next beer.
Speaking of imperial stouts, the next beer is Avery Brewing's Mephistopheles Stout from 2014.
Now this was a System Block release, right?
Because
Because they used to release these like high ABV Avery Brewing beers. So like we used to get what was it called, Tweak?
Tweak is later.
Right,
thing.
right. But we don't really see that very often. But it used to be.
But I think they haven't.
They haven't done it in a while.
I don't think they've like brewed for a year or two. But
Okay.
no, the Tweak used to have a same lot, and also
The Tweak
the pumpkin beer. We used to get the beer.
Oh yeah, that pumpkin beer.
But
that
there were
god-awful
there
thing.
were 3 of these
And
that
this
were
Uncle Jacob's.
yes.
Was also
Uncle Jacob's is older, like Mephistopheles, and then we have Samael's Stout, which is like an angel of
but
some
I'll say,
justice or something.
The last ones sold, they were actually Tweak and Uncle Jacobs. They were the new ones they sold
Yeah.
at some point. But the Tweak is amazing.
So this beast of a beer comes in at 17.1%.
Oh my god.
And here it says the demons of ale. This is actually the little. It's not Uncle Jacob's. It's Mephistopheles, Samael's, and one more that I don't remember now. The Beast 666 or something like that. And those were released like way back in the days.
This smells like
It's
dried fruits and a little dusty.
It's gone so old.
Very
So I say,
dusty.
you're very nice to say a little dusty. Like it's
It's Dustus Maximus.
It's like I get like dried fruits, like
Figs.
prunes, figs, kind of thing on the, and then it's just like dust underneath that.
yeah.
Well,
But the carbonation is like amazingly solid on this beer.
Yeah.
Like if you just poured it and didn't tell me it was from 2014, I just looked at it like this, I'd be like, I mean, this just came out. I mean, it looks spot on in the glass.
It's from Martin's Cellars, you know.
To be fair, when we try like older stouts and they're really dusty, those are usually the 9% stouts, and they never last the ages.
No.
I'm surprised that a 17% stout smells like this because it doesn't smell like 17%.
No, it doesn't.
it does.
Let's try it.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Ooh. There's some really, really nice like cocoa notes to it. Like on the back end.
Whoa. Oh my god.
like it's hard at first, but like when it smells out, like in the back of your mouth, like it's
That's
really nice cocoa notes.
That 17% does not fuck around.
No. Now we get a lot of licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Licorice and cocoa.
It
Cocoa.
tastes better than it smells.
Yeah.
Yes.
it
Yeah,
definitely
for sure.
does, yeah.
And there's a lot of burnt
Or-
tones as
That's
well.
what she said.
Yeah, I'm actually.
I'm a bigger fan of the taste than I thought I would be.
Yeah,
Same
same
here.
here.
Yeah.
It's a lot better in the taste.
But
than
that
in the nose.
aroma is very off-putting.
Yeah, that aroma feels not so nice.
For me, the issue is that it's just so much alcohol burn
Yeah.
that when you taste it, it's like I get every bit of that, every percentage of that 17% is definitely coming up through my nose. It just kind of burns. It burns so hot.
Yeah, but definitely like licorice
A lot of licorice.
and really, really, really dark chocolate.
Like 70% bitter, kind of.
Like 90%.
Yeah.
90% bitter cocoa.
So the first time I ever had Mephistopheles stout was 2009, and I gave it a 4.5. But that was a fresh one. And 2009, we were not
sophisticated.
We were not
as you are
spoiled.
today.
We were not spoiled with 17% American imperial stouts.
And probably in 2009, they may have been a 4.5%. But I think it's fallen off quite a bit in that time.
It has.
It's a tough beer.
Yeah, it is.
So how would you try to get this to a rating?
What I like about it is the licorice bitter notes, the hard cocoa kind of aggressiveness. I think the booziness up front is kind of nice, but on the downside, that huge wave of alcohol heat that just comes back up and just singes your sinuses. Look, if you're having like sinus problems, drink this, breathe back out, it'll clear it all up. And the it's just so overwhelmingly unbalanced at that point.
Yeah. And it feels almost like if you drink too much of this, you will get a heartburn, actually.
To be honest, this would actually work really good as a shot.
It might actually.
Yeah. If you're just like dividing it up among 6 people and just doing centiliter shots, I think you'd be pretty set. So I would give it a 3.5. I think overall.
That's probably where I am as well.
Yeah.
All of the good, all of the bad put together.
And I'm like a bit higher than the weak, so 3.75.
Nice.
So as Mark would say, it's an Untappd 3.6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 3.6.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of, because it's not bad. It's certainly still drinkable. And maybe if it had time to kind of, like if you let it sit out open in like a snifter glass for like half an hour or something, maybe a lot of that
would probably...
Yeah, that would, booziness would kind of mellow out and evaporate a little bit.
But I still quite impressed that it's held up kind of.
Yeah. That's why it gets a 3.5, because it's still drinkable and it's still enjoyable.
From the same year, still, I had one of the best beers I had when it comes like to older beers. If you remember the Bourbon County Vanilla Stout, the Vanilla Rye 2014 that we had 2.5 years ago.
Vanilla rye or just vanilla?
Vanilla Rye.
So the Vanilla Rye you had 2.5 years ago from 2014. I don't really think you can equate those two beers together. If you're like the Vanilla Rye that we had like in June from 2014, I would be like, sure, that's an equivalent. But
but like,
this is like just random beers I had in 2014.
No, but it was brewed in 2014, and we had it 6 years later, and it tasted like almost like brand new, more or less, because it was aged so good.
All right.
Because I even think you gave it a 5 that day.
I'm just saying that
I'm wrong.
Your story was not really relevant here, but thanks for playing.
Yeah.
That's why we have you on the podcast. Just random side tangents that have nothing to do with anything.
The more you know.
I don't feel like that's the situation here. I feel like I know less now. All right, so you can find us online. Thanks, guys, for coming on the podcast. Anything you want to promote while you're here? I don't know if anything is going on. I always like. Okay.
My brewery is now all set to go, so hopefully we get some Frosty Beard beers in Malmö.
So we're gonna start seeing Frosty Beard beers. That's just not working for me.
No, that's weird. But
the FBB is going to be hitting hard in Malmö. Huh?
Not hard, but hitting at least.
Okay,
so we'll see some beers.
Can you talk about any of the places we might find your beers yet, or is it?
You will probably find it at my favorite spot here in Malmö, and that's Beer Ditch.
Oh, nice.
And some other places as well, but those aren't really decided yet. But we will still get to see it in a couple of places. So
cool. Well, I can't wait to try more of your beers. Everything I've tried from you so far has just been freaking incredible. Yeah. So I can't wait to be able to go to a bar and order fresh from the tap. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
That should be doable quite soon, actually.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, I can't wait. So you can find us online at what'suntappdpodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and if you're in the Malmo area, be sure to keep an eye out on Untappd for Frosty Beard beers in the area, because they're going to be on tap.
If you see them pop up at the bar, go there immediately.
Exactly, because you may not be there the next day because they're going to be.
I think the first kegs will probably fly out the door more or less because I think we're building some hype. In here.
Yeah. We've been trying to. So, all right. Well, thanks for guys coming on the show.
Thank you.
So until next time,
keep drinking, you dum dums.